Hey guys, welcome back. So, about a month ago, I made a poll on what paper airplane tutorial you guys would like to see first, and you guys voted Rattlesnake. Don't worry, Rattlesnake will still be in this video, in the tutorial, but I made a little alteration to my plan, and now there's going to be 3 paper airplane tutorials in this one video. This is so I can free up some time to make more tutorials for you guys. But before that, I have some other new designs that I just want to show you guys. So let's get into it. The first new design is this plane. It's made from a Vulcan base, has a wing angle change, engines, and retractable landing gear. So it's really cool. This is the third actually kind of good plane I made with landing gear, which is kind of surprising, but it also flies really well. So yeah. The next plane should be familiar to you guys. On my previous video, I made a plane that I showed off to you guys called Fafnir. And I've been doing a lot of designing with that plane, mostly just to get it to fly. But here's the 4th iteration of it so far. Still has the cockpit, still made from a Vulcan base, just like the other plane I just showed you, and it has the same wing angle change, but still like the same layout, afterburners, a bigger air intake, and yeah, I'm still trying to work on it though, so I might not post a tutorial for this one, but yeah. This next plane is a plane I designed earlier today, and I really love this plane. Yeah, it's this thing. It has a cockpit, 2 tail fins, 2 afterburners, an air intake, and these flaps right here that I just think look cool. But you could fold them in like inside here if you don't want them. But this is a really cool plane. Mainly because of the base that's used to make it. It uses Irrelevant's Wasp base, which is a really cool base. The only difference between this one though is that you modify pedal hold part of the top. So yeah, that's this plane. So the first plane I'm going to be showing you in this tutorial is Rattlesnake, but there are 2 other planes, and one of them I have with me right now, and this is Tourmaline. It has, it's made from a Spectre base with the modified pedal hold, and has 2 Hurricane-esque air intakes. Hurricane from Irrelevant, that is. 2 afterburners, and reinforced wing angle change. And it looks really cool. It flies really well, and yeah, this is Tourmaline. And the final plane I do not have with me right now. Gosh. And it's called Onyx though. If I can, I'll put in a picture over here of the plane. It has 2 air intakes, 2 afterburners, and it's also made from a Vulcan base, but it flies really, really, really well. Alright, so first we're gonna do Rattlesnake tutorial. For Rattlesnake, you can use a smaller sheet of paper than I would recommend for the other ones. This is like 9x9 or 8x8 or something like that. And we're first going to fold in half from this point to this point, like that. And then take this edge to the center. And do the same thing on the other side. And now you're going to open it so that these flaps are on the back side, like this. And I'm going to focus on this part here, because you're going to want to fold down on this, fold this flap down until it hits these 2 points. The base of this plane isn't that unique. It's like, it looks like it's trying to be like a Griffin base, but without the steps to make it a Griffin base. That's kind of weird to explain, but yeah, you just fold that, flip it over, unfold these flaps, and you're basically gonna preliminary fold this, but I just do this. You're gonna take this edge to this edge, like so. Unfold that, do the same thing on the other side. Like that. Unfold. And just rabbit ear fold this. Guess it's not really like a preliminary fold, but like rabbit ear fold. Give me a second. And then you're going to flip it over and fold this flap down. And if you fold this flap the other ways, like this, you can then squash fold this flap. Yeah, this is a pretty easy plane, but it's still cool. And now you notice we already have the creases right there for the petal fold. Those creases there and then there. And what you're just gonna do is just petal fold. It'll go straight up to the top. Oh, there we go. Like that. And you're gonna flip it over and fold these flaps right along the edge they're on, like that. Same thing on the other side. And fold those and just tuck them in like that. Now you're gonna flip it over and flip this to the other side and fold this edge to the center, like so. These will be our landing gear. Same thing on the other side. Yeah, it's super simple. But let's see. Now we're going to do that same thing to this edge to the center. Make sure you fold these flaps over. It would help. I should have mentioned this earlier, but it would help if you leave a little gap between this edge and the center. And now, where you make the jet fold is really kind of your decision. There's no really clear mark for it. So I would just fold to about maybe here, like that, and then fold out to this corner. Like that. And then you can just do the same thing on the other side. adjusting. Now you can just fold it in half and try your best to match it. It should look like this. Fold all this down. And there you go. Now, the bottom landing gear struts, you're gonna fold from this point right here where it catches to this point right here, like that. Same on the other side. And it'd probably be easier if you had a pencil. But if you have a pencil, then you're gonna squash both of these flaps. Like this one. Oh, wait, never mind. Just squash fold this. Make this point land on your wing crease, your wing edge right there. At the bottom there. Make sure this part right here doesn't come undone like that. You do not want that to happen. All right, so now you're going to fold this edge right here into the center. Let me just zoom in real quick. You're gonna fold this edge into the center. Like that. Same on this side. And then do the exact same thing on the other side of the paper. Boom. Now you're gonna unfold those. And you're going to pedal fold these flaps by just doing that to get it started. And then you can just bring it up. Yeah, it should look like that. Then you're going to fold this down and fold all of this in half, including this part right here. Don't let that come out like that. You want it to stay inside there. Do the same on the other side. Again, you're just gonna pedal fold these. Give me a second. Fold it down. Fold in half. All right. Now you're just gonna bring out the landing gear. So you notice we have, let me draw this real quick. That crease right there. Crease is gonna start at that point when we fold it in half. So we're just gonna, actually I'll do it first and then explain all my references real quick. All right, so you can see that right there. Basically what you want to do is make it start from that point right there where it catches and make this center part of the crease land on this corner like that. And you're just gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. All right, now we are ready to jet fold. So jet fold, you just fold along this edge right here. If you've made the wings farther back, just do that. Do the same on the other side. And it should look like this. Now you're gonna fold the wings up along the edge that they catch on. Should look like this so far. Give me a second, I'm just gonna smooth out this wing. Okay. There we go. All right. Now for the tail fin, what you're going to do, all that's really important is that you go above this mark, or right here. That's the part that matters the most. And, oh wait, and there's actually a crease. That's a reference crease. There's a reference crease there. So it's gonna go on that and go on the landing gear area. And boom. I'm just gonna keep these wings folded up for right now. And kind of open this up and actually first if you want you decide if you want it to make this tail fin swept back. If you do, it'll be a lot skinnier, but it will be a little easier to lock it. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just gonna do it like this. But you're just gonna take this edge, basically do that that corner like this. Try to put it on the edge. Of course, it's really short, so if you just leave it like that, it's not gonna stay. So then you take this edge right here, in all the way in there. And we are almost done. We just need to inside reverse fold this flap to make our front landing gear strut. And this is the finished Rattlesnake. Pretty cool plane. Pretty simple though. Alright, so now we're gonna get into Tourmaline's tutorial. Alright, here's the tutorial for Tourmaline. So I'm using a 10" by 10" square, and you're going to begin by folding in half, like so. Unfold it, and flip it over, and then fold it in half again. And right now we're making a water bomb base, so if you want, you can make those extra creases. I'm going to do that right now. So if you're good at making the water bomb base, just like free-handling and just doing that, you can do that. But I will make those extra creases. So you're just folding in half the diagonals like that. So, anyways, you can make a water bomb base in multiple different ways. One of the ways is to do this by just squash folding flipping this over, and then squash fold it again, and boom, we have a watermelon base. All right, so now we're gonna take this edge to this edge, but only crease to the center, like this. Give me a second. Like this. And you do the same thing on the other side. Like this. Now you're going to fold this one way like this while letting this stay like that. Flatten out any bubbling. Alright, first thing you're going to do is take this edge, make sure there's only one edge right here, and fold it into the center. This is a pre-crease for later. All right, and then unfold that. And now, there'll be this edge right here, and you're just gonna fold on it. You're not making it a new edge, you're just folding on that. All the way, like that. And you're going to unfold that, flip both of these flaps over, and do the same thing on the other side. So you're just gonna fold this to the center. Alright, and then just fold this along its natural order like that. Alright, now you're going to unfold this, and here's what you're going to do now. You're going to take this edge and this edge, each of them are going to go into the center, like that. You're going to do that on both sides. And this will naturally want to rise. And you're going to flatten that down. Then flatten these out. Alright. And you're going to flip it over. And then using these edges we put into the we folded into the center, I'm going to squash fold this, flip it over, and do the exact same thing on the other side, like that. And then fold it over. Should look like this. Flatten out the bubbling and stuff. It's a pretty common thing with this model. Alright, now you're gonna unfold these like this, and then fold from this point of the crease and this point of the crease, like right there. This point and this point. And make sure this point lands on the center. Like so. And you're now gonna perform, not really a tricky step, but it can be confusing. So you're gonna reach into this and fold along this crease. This is gonna be a modified petal fold. And reverse those creases. That, oh dang it, it tore. Yeah, that can happen. So be careful when using really thin paper. But anyways, oh, wait a minute. Give me a second. But you're also going to, give me a second. Oh, there we go. Like this. Gonna go like this. So far. And you can see these creases right here that it naturally goes on. And then you're just gonna spread this out, reform those existing creases. We made 0 new creases there. Just reversed some. And it should look like this. Alright, now we're going to make a crease that starts at this point, and I'm going to make it first. So that way I know what I'm doing. Basically, it starts at that point. And you're gonna land this crease right here onto the center. And then reverse that crease. And I would do that on the other side first before just matching it. But you can just do that like that as well. Or you just match it up like this. And then just gonna fold on both of these, and then bring this entire thing down like so. Yeah, it's pretty cool plan. Alright, now we're going to fold this flap up until it catches. If your paper is torn, this next step is probably going to suck after this. But you just fold that up, unfold it, and you'll notice this crease right here. I'm gonna reach in and, oh man, we're going to spread squash this while pulling. Similar to Jason Merrill's Phoenix. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I knew that was gonna suck. That there. But basically just try to pull everything out. Just try your best here. And then it should look kind of like this. Pretty cool. Your next step is going to, oh wait. I forgot something. Please forgive me, but you're not going to do that yet. You're actually going to fold this point to the top and just make a crease on the inner edge there, like that. And then using that crease, you're gonna fold this flap to where it hits that crease inside of there, while also tightening on this edge, like catching there. Super sorry about that other thing, by the way. Like that. And as you can see, it goes to that crease. Same thing on the other side. Like this. Alright. Now you can do that step where you pull up and spread squash it. Yeah, super sorry about that. And mine's tearing. That sucks. Alright. And now you'll notice these creases. And you're going to just do this. And just bring this down like this. Like that. Alright, now you just turn it over. And we'll focus on this wing right here first. First, you're gonna fold this out of the way for now. By the way, these will become our air intakes, so yeah. I'm gonna do it to the side as well. Just for right now, just get them out of the way. Alright. So you notice this flap right here, and it goes along this edge right here, and you're gonna fold it to where it goes all the way to the center crease. And it should look like this. Now, you're going to fold this edge to that crease. And fold it back in. Like so. Same thing on the other side. Alright, there we go. Everything's nice and clean. Oh, I forgot. You don't do that. I seem to be forgetting a lot of things in this video. Instead, you just fold this down. Man, sorry guys, I'm really tired right now. Just gonna smooth everything out. I was gonna release this video earlier, but some things happened with my storage, and it wasn't working even though I deleted a lot of stuff, so yeah, that kind of sucked. But anyways, it should look like this. Now we're gonna turn it over and fold this edge from that point and make sure it hits this corner. There's already a crease here, but if it doesn't hit that corner, then you're gonna have to make a new crease. But you can just do that like so. Now you're gonna fold this edge over that edge like that. Same on the other side. Take this edge to that edge, like this, to that crease. Edge, yeah, that's an edge. And same on the other side. Alright, now this is kind of aesthetic, but when I like to fold this, I like to leave a gap. That will be a reference for another gap. And I'm going to kind of match that gap on the other side. Like so. Now you're just going to unfold those. And this flap right here, if you want. Now you're gonna do like a standard tail fin thing where you inside reverse fold that first flap we made, inside reverse fold this one, and then just fold this flap down like this. And those are your tail fins. Same thing on the other side. Alright, so right here is where a thing gets really optional. So on this plane, this version of it, these afterburners are from these flaps right here. But the main version uses a different locking mechanism. I'm pretty sure it's designed by Jason Merrill. I'm not exactly sure. But I'm not going to do that version right now because not sure if I really have permission. So for right now, you're going to fold this edge from this point right here right onto this existing crease like that, and then just reverse that crease. This is usually for like bigger afterburners. If you want a smaller, then you're gonna have to fold the wings over. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna do these kind of afterburners and the really easy locking mechanism. Anyways, just reverse that. Yeah, this is a really cool plane. Not super hard, but not super easy either. Alright, now you're going to turn it over. And let's work on the air intakes. So to do that, you're just going to have to fold these flaps over, the tail fins. And for this, what I would do is, give me a second. So I'm gonna make this crease and tell you what I did. Alright, so you'd probably notice I made this crease like this. And my reference is this point right here that you can kind of see through the paper. That is your reference. And you're just going to fold this flat there like this, and then you can fold it over if you want, and then do the same thing on the other side. Fold both tail fins over. Make that same crease. Fold it in. Wait. Yeah, fold it in. Alright. Now you're just gonna fold this over, and it should catch over here. And stop at the tip of the nose. Same thing on the other side. And you're gonna fold them under all of these layers. Make sure the air intakes are kind of released from it though. Try your best. Alright, and now we're going to use this and try to make that same kind of crease on this side, like this maybe. And we're just going to inside reverse fold that in. This is mostly aesthetic, but it looks, in my opinion, way cooler like that. Oh, this is kind of unfolded. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm just gonna eyeball it. All right, and let me check to make sure I didn't forget anything. All right, now we're going to jet fold it. So we're gonna start from this point right here. Wait. Nope, never mind. We're gonna start at these two creases. And just fold like this. Or you can just basically just fold on this edge. That's basically all you have to do. Just fold on the edge. Same thing on the other side. Uh-oh. And you're just gonna fold the wings and the tail fins up. And the air intakes and stuff. You can just fold this one up for now, because first we're gonna lock it. So to lock it, all you have to do is fold this edge all the way into the model. Like that, and that is our locking mechanism. It's actually pretty tight. And fold the wings on the other side. All right, we are almost done. Let's just get some shaping done real quick, and then we'll fold out the inner, and then we'll open up the air intakes and afterburners. So, for the afterburners, I recommend you use a pencil, like this, and just open them out. These afterburners are a little too big, I think. So if you want, you can make the wing creases first and then fold them to that, but oh well. And now you're just gonna fold these air intakes, or rather, open them up. Yeah, give me a second. I'm just gonna open these real quick, like that. And this is Tourmaline. It's a really nice plane. All right, now on to Onyx. For Onyx, you are also gonna need a square sheet of paper. I'm again using 10 by 10, and you're just gonna fold in half diagonally. Pretty simple, like that. The same thing on the other side. All right, and now you're gonna fold this edge into the center. And to make the next step easier, I would fold this edge to that crease you just made. Like so. And then you're going to unfold that. And then squash fold this flap. Then you're going to turn it over and fold this edge to the center. Like that. And you're going to flip all of this over. Oh wait. I just realized that there's no cockpit on this plane. So we actually don't need it. I am really sorry for all these mess ups. It is kind of late, so. But anyways, you're going to squash fold this and land this like so. And we are making a Vulcan base, so if you can work faster than me, then might as well go ahead. You're going to fold this up. All right, now you're gonna take this edge to this edge and only crease to the center. Same thing on the other side. Like that. I'm gonna turn it over and fold down where it hits that corner and lands in the this center crease lands on this center crease. Like so. Turn it over. Pull these flaps using the creases you already made. You're gonna turn it over and reverse these creases. You're just gonna reverse this crease and make it new on this side, like so. Same on the other side. Yeah. And if you want, you can just unfold these for now, because we're gonna be getting them out of the way. But you're gonna fold this edge to the center while swinging these flaps out. Making sure this lands. Just gonna sharpen this one. Same thing on the other side. And you are left with this for now. So now you're gonna take this edge to this edge. Same thing on the other side. And you're gonna unfold those and take this crease to that edge, and you can kind of check it by making sure that crease lands on the corner, like that. That's basically how you can check it. Like that. And then you could just book match it. Whatever works for you. These creases are arguably more important than these first creases, but these first creases are still important. And you're gonna unfold those. You're gonna open this up and release this wrapped paper. Don't worry, we're almost getting to the fun part of the Vulcan dish. And you're gonna squash fold this using the existing creases. There. And you're gonna fold these edges into the center. We're going to be petal folding this. Same on the other side. Alright, we're gonna petal fold this up. And you're gonna fold it down, and I recommend like doing that a couple times just to make it sharp. Alright, here's the fun part. Now we're gonna unfold that, unfold it like this, take it right here, unfold till it pops. Then you should have this, and then you pop these sides in. Use these existing creases to just spread this out. Dang it. Not again. Oh, it's not working right now. That's fine. But you're gonna land it on the center while trying to keep these on that edge like that. It's okay if it doesn't get exact. That doesn't really matter right now. Or at least that won't matter right now. Alright. Now, I'm going to open this up and use that second crease we made, like this, and just fold it like that, and then fold all of it to this. We'll make a new crease, like that, and it should look like this so far. And do the same thing on the other side. Like that. Folding all these layers over, making a new crease. Right there. Alright. Now we're gonna fold this flap up and swivel it to where it hits these corners and goes up. Same for the other side. And then we're just gonna fold this part down and then fold like this from that corner to the tip right there. Same thing on the other side. This plane is probably the best flying out of the three, so that's pretty cool. Try to match everything up. Alright. Now for this part, it's mostly speculation, but you're gonna start at this corner, and depending on how big your air intakes how big your air intakes would want to be. I personally would recommend folding to that crease. But if you want your air intakes to be bigger, you could fold it like this, although it will not lock as well. Or you can have no air intakes at all and just do that, but obviously you probably want air intakes. Same thing on the other side. And you can fold on. Oh wait, actually first you're going to yes, do that. Just fold this edge to that crease you just made. Refold. Same on the other side. And then just fold back up on this. Or if you want, you can just fold these under all of it entirely, like this. It's actually probably a better option for right now. And I've left these flaps here on purpose for people to experiment for whatever they want to do with them. Usually I just fold them inside, like that. But I bet you could probably create a lot of cool things with these. So hopefully you're open to experiment with those. And then, like, I'm just gonna insert reverse one just to get them out of the way. That actually also helps with the lock. In case you don't want to do this, you could fold it inside like that. That will also make the air intakes a little easier to fold. But it does come at a cost of almost looking like it's going to fall apart. So it should be looking like this. Let me just adjust everything. Alright, so now you're going to fold this flap from this corner to that crease we made before. Or just land it on it like that. And do the same thing on the other side. And then you can just reverse that. These flaps right here will help you actually grab onto the model. And a fun little bonus feature that you can do at the end. Alright, guess we're ready to jet fold. So, usually you could do it like right here at these creases. Or, you could do it a little bit below that area. But basically, you're just going to fold to that corner. Super simple. Same thing on the other side. Match that up. Now there's a lot of things that this can be used for that I'll show you in a bit, but for now, I'm just gonna fold the wings up, which I guess also includes that. You could also probably most likely create a better air intake with that. I just chosen not to do it because this is more, this is going to be a more unique air intake. But, alright, now we're ready for the tail fin. So, it just has to go above these. So I would say about there is good. Give me a second. All right. All right, and you're gonna open it up and fold this edge, these two flaps into the model, and then do that one more time. And you're almost done. This is the general form factor of Onyx, but now for the air intakes, you just basically, you can grab a pencil to open it up real quick, and then just kind of almost squash fold it, but don't. You're just gonna round these areas. It helps if you just round this like this. Like that. Not the most impressive air intake, but it's a lot more unique. Kind of looks like a Saab 35 Draken air intakes, or at least the frontal position. All right. Now, for the fun features you can do with this thing. If you, oh wait, forgot to fold the inches. Oh no. So usually there's a flap right in there, but it's not wanting to open right now. But I guess you could just do this instead, but that's gonna take the model apart. But it does have engines, if you can open them. Like that. But anyways, the fun fact about these flaps is if you spread them out a bit, not too much, but like that, and then just do that, it can stand up, but I'm not gonna do that right now. All right, so this is Onyx. Really, really cool plane, and flies really nicely too. So yeah, that's the tutorials. By the way, as a last message, I think I'm going to, once I'm 100% done with this design, this might be my next tutorial, because it's a really cool plane. But thank you guys for watching. I think this is actually my longest video too, so that's pretty cool. But so yeah, good luck flying your planes and have fun. Bye.